Hi, I'm Mike Elliott, and you're watching Investfeed TV. Today, we'll be talking to Mr. Tim Weintraub. He's the founder of Alpha Wolf Trading. Tim's mission is to help new and struggling day traders, swing traders, and long-term investors achieve sustainable success through his educational blogs and videos. Good afternoon, Tim. Thanks for joining us.
Hey, thanks for having me, Mike.
So to start off, tell us about your trading background, how you got started, and a little bit about your trading style or strategy.
Okay, well, I've been trading for, I've been involved in the market since I was in my early 20s, actually probably about 21 years old. I'm 50 now, so been involved in the market for quite some time, but I started out as a fundamental investor. And, you know, as social media has progressed, I mean, my passion for the market has been very strong. My first investments paid off very handsomely for a young guy, and as social media has evolved, it's it went from being just a part-time passion to a full-time job. So my style, I guess you could say I'm a hybrid, because I still am an investor. I still like to look at fundamentals, but I'm also a day trader as well as a short-term swing trader. So I kind of do it all.
Well, so tell us about Alpha Wolf Trading, and some of your educational resources like your blog and your videos. Tell us a little bit about that and how you try to help investors new and old.
So I started out with Alpha Wolf Trading. Really, I've been very active on social media for the last several years, and I've really tried to help people get better at trading. Anybody that tells you that trading is easy, I think is feeding you a bunch of bull. There are a lot of people out there that, and I don't want to pick anybody or single anybody out, that promote a lifestyle. Geez, this is super easy. You can do this a couple hours a day, make over $1 million a year. And, I don't know any billionaire day traders at all. I know a lot of billionaire investors, and there is a lot to this. So my whole thing was I wanted to start a service to educate people, really educate people, and I didn't want to have a service that was ridiculously priced. I do a lot of this homework anyway. I'm going to be doing it anyway. So I thought, I'm going to start a service, but it's been a tough road, because what I've realized is people really don't want to learn. They want to just be told when to buy, when to sell, and make them money. And I started out that way too. I joined a service for day trading. I mean, I was a fundamental guy, always, doing all this research, spending hours and hours on companies and watching these guys on the internet trade stocks for 15 minutes and making a pretty good clip, and then coming back and saying, does anybody know what they do? And that was shocking to me. It was like, how could you trade a stock and not know what they do? And but technicals, you learn technicals, and I didn't learn that stuff. So I started that when I wanted to make this my full-time job. I joined a service, I joined chat rooms, and I tried to follow people. And that was one of the worst mistakes I ever made, because I didn't know what their plan was. I didn't know what their strategy was. I just wanted to jump in after them, ride their coattails, and make money. And I lost money consistently trying to do that. So I backed up and I said, you know what? What am I doing wrong? And what I was doing wrong is I didn't have a plan. So I really try to emphasize on teaching people how to build a trade plan for every single trade, knowing your risk reward, having clarity as to what type of trade is it. Is it a day trade? Or why are you taking this trade? One of the things that really focusing on this year for the members, and I don't have a big membership. I have a very small, I don't have a staff. I have a small operation, and I'm comfortable with that. It's not about making a bunch of money from the service. It's about helping people that really want to learn. So having a plan, knowing your risk reward, having clarity of the time frame of trade, is so important. Why are you taking this trade? Are you taking it because it's an investment? Are you taking it because it's, something you want to scalp and make a 20 or 30 cents on? Or are you taking it because you think there's going to be a short-term catalyst on the horizon? You have to know those things. And if you don't know them, you're just going into a trade blindly.
And then this next question, we probably talk about it all day, but just, briefly, how do you think the overall market's shaping up here? Now we're midway through the first quarter. We had some great economic numbers today, better than expected, in fact. So we're go ahead.
So listen, I think right now we're kind of in this is like the fear of missing out phase. Everybody is kind of like a market melt up right now, and maybe we get that parabolic blow off top here in the near future. This rally has been amazing, right? I think the business climate after the election is more positive than it's been in a very long time. But I think a lot of stuff has already been priced in, right? The market is supposed to be thinking 6 months out, and we've priced in a lot of potentially good news. Infrastructure, financials, rate hike. It's a very interesting time. But there is a lot of skepticism out there. And this could be just one of those things where we just continue to melt up. And then that makes the big money guys that are sitting on the sidelines very nervous, right? Because they're missing the melt up. And then maybe that's what forces that parabolic blow off top. But the markets are strong. The bulls are in control. How much longer that lasts, I don't know. If you've got profits right now in your long-term portfolio, or if you've got some swings that you've done really well in, this would not be a terrible time to start locking in some profits and putting some cash on the sidelines for that inevitable pullback. And I'm not saying that we're going to have a bear market, but a 5 to 10% correction would be very healthy. And you've got to have some cash on the sidelines, some powder to take advantage of that. So that's where I'm at with the markets right now. Bulls are in control. It's fun. There's a lot of positive stuff out there, but we've had a heck of a run.
And would you mind sharing some of your favorite stocks right now and why?
Well, so started out the year, there were a couple of sectors. I'm really big on, every day I do a market wrap for the pro members of where we are in terms of the market, what sectors are working. And right now, frankly, all sectors are working just about, except for maybe retail, right? But even that's getting a little snapback bounce here. But we started out the year looking at uranium, which was something that has been beaten up quite a bit. And that's had recently a really nice pop, probably due for a pause. Healthcare and biotech, which has been beaten up for the last couple of years, it felt as though there could be some rotation into those sectors this year, and healthcare and the biotech has had a nice bounce recently. Financials, of course, in a rising rate environment, but those are thick stocks. Those are typically more long-term investments than day trades or swing trades. I think materials and infrastructure, that was another big play for us right before the election. It didn't really matter who got in because both messages were infrastructure, right? So a lot of those plays were good plays. Some of them are extended, but some of them still have some pretty nice setups on the daily time frame.
And anything else? That's all the questions we had for today. Anything else you want to tell investors, and tell us how if someone wanted to get started with Alpha Wolf, what would be the best way to do that?
Well, I guess here's the thing: if you're new to investing or trading, I have 3 different separate accounts. I have a day trading account, I have a swing trading account, and I have a long-term investment account. And I think that anybody that's getting involved in the markets should do the same thing. I think there's a few reasons for that. One, you may not be a very good day trader. You may not be a good swing trader, but you could be a phenomenal investor. Or you could be a bad investor and be a great scalper, right? And you don't know that unless you actually are trying, right? So I really think that you should approach the market not just with one strategic focus, because there are many ways to make money in the market. Value investors, momentum traders, there's all kinds of ways to make money in the market. Don't let one bad experience of a specific type of style of trade deter you from the market overall, because ultimately you want your money to be working for you. That is the whole point of the market. Yeah. So as far as Alpha Wolf Trading, look, if you're looking for a service where you can just follow somebody, this isn't going to be the right fit for you. If you're looking for a service where you really want to learn, there's so much to trading. It's, emotions, money management. There is so much to trading. It's not just about technicals. It's not just about trading for a couple hours a day. I work harder at this job than any job I've ever had in my entire life. And I love it. And you have to love it too. If you don't like looking at charts, and if you don't like looking at balance sheets or checking out fundamentals, it's probably not a realistic, career choice for you, I guess is what I would say.
I did just read something, an interview with Warren Buffett, and they said him and his partner spent 80% of their time reading. I'll just give you an example. Today, I day traded. I took one stock. I made one trade, and I made a decent clip on it. I didn't take any other trades for the rest of the day. You don't have to take 20 or 30 trades in a day to be an effective day trader, right? And then I spend, what do I do the rest of my time? Now, I am one of the guys that enjoys sitting at the computer all day long. Some people may not like that. But what I'm doing on my downtime is I'm looking at other stocks. I'm looking at charts. I'm reading articles. I am maybe looking for a swing opportunity or a investment opportunity. I'm utilizing that time. And then the market closes. Look, I get up at 3:30 in the morning. I'm on the West Coast. You're on the East Coast. Mm-hmm. I get up at 3:30 in the morning to do research and do a pre-market prep for the members over at Alpha Wolf Trading, because you've got to see what's coming up for the day, right? And at the end of the day, I'm doing homework at the end of the day. Literally, it's a 14-hour day. And then my weekends are when I do my heavy lifting, right? So if you don't have that kind of passion and you just want somebody to do all that work for you, that's going to be a tough sled to hoe, I think. That's just my opinion. This makes sense to me. Tim, really appreciate you taking the time to be on the show. We really hope to catch up with you again soon, and as the year progresses and the markets continue to do their thing, see what you think. So I want to thank you again, and have a good one.
Hey, Mike, I really appreciate it, man. Thanks for having me.
Yeah, you bet. We've been talking to Mr. Tim Weintraub. He's the founder of Alpha Wolf Trading. Tim's mission is to help new and struggling day traders, swing traders, and long-term investors achieve sustainable success through his educational blogs and videos. To learn more about his unique trading strategy, please visit his website at www.alphawolftrading.com. Thanks for watching Investfeed TV.